Okay. So here we are, May the 12th, time to go in and check the bees again. We have Jerry with us. He's going to assist today. He has several responsibilities. One very important one is he's going to take care of the smoker for us. So you ready? You have your gloves?
No.
Okay, we'll get you some gloves and then we're going to go over and take a look at the hive. We're just going to take a look first and see how the bees are moving in and out of the hive and what they're bringing back from the flowers. You'll see that on their legs as they bring it inside. And then what we're going to do today, we're going to go in, we're going to look at all the frames, see how the bees are doing, see how the queen is doing. In here we have sugar syrup, so there's some feeders inside, so we're going to fill the feeders up, make sure they have enough food and drink. And then we're also going to do today something special that we haven't done before. There's something that gets on the bees called mites, little insects, which can hurt the bees. So we're going to test to see how many mites are in there. So this is something quite special. We're going to use this liquid, has a bit of alcohol and water, and that'll knock the mites off the bees, and we'll see how many there are. So we'll do that a little bit later. I'll just set that aside, not too many bees there.
Those are ants.
Because it's sweet, and the ants see that as an opportunity. You'll see, I'll show you below, there's more ants. So the bees defend against the ants. There's some bees that got squashed there as well. Get rid of them. So the bees will kill the ants. But there's a place down below I'll show you where the bees can't go, and so there's more ants. Okay, so give it a little shot of smoke just here. Yeah, just like it's sticky. So stick it a bit. There we go. Okay, ready? Okay, a couple of really good shots. Okay, that's good. Let's wait a minute. Maybe give it a shot just to down there. That's it. We'll take that away. See the honey in here?
Yeah.
Starting
Are you gonna
to
take the
build
honey
comb.
out?
We'll take that away later because we don't want that there. We're going to set that there. We'll be careful not to walk there. So this is the feeder that we're going to refill over here.
Yeah, so many bees got squashed.
Yeah, that's kind of unavoidable. But and you see they're building lots of comb, honeycomb. So we're going to add another box today because this box is getting quite full. So that, you see that box over there?
Yeah.
We're going to put a new one on top, so it's going to get twice the size.
So you guys
So
bought
they'll have
that?
more room. Yep. Yeah, we were ready with that. So, okay, so this is what I need you to record on the paper. So this is number one.
Number one.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay, so we also have the good luck to have Jerry's father, Andy, with us today. And Andy is going to help us to record what's on every frame. So in 1A on this side, just put a 0.
0.
0.
Okay.
Yeah. And the same on 1B, there, 0, because nothing is happening so far. So we're going to leave this one here, so we have a bit of room to move. And we'll leave that pollen patty there. This one, look, like so. Okay, so now we have
Number 2.
2A, and for 2A, let's say 20%.
20.
20%. Just put a 20, 20.
20.
20%. Yeah.
Okay.
And then on 2B, I'll put 15%.
15.
15, 1, 5. So not too much. So leave that there. So what we want to do is go through and check out the frames one by one. And then, Jerry, what we're also going to do is look for the queen. Okay,
I thought this size is
The
queen
queen?
was.
no, this one has a queen.
Oh.
So here we have now 3A. So 3A is also 20%.
20%.
20%. No queen there. And then, oh, we
Smoke
have
is
much
like
better on this side.
almost
So on 3B, 100%. But we don't see our queen on this one. So this one, there are no eggs on this one yet. So if you can put beside this one, beside the 100%, put a P. P for pollen.
P, the behind.
Yeah, just beside a P and an N for nectar.
And
An N. Okay, that's enough. Puff it, but away from the bees.
Okay.
Because if
can
we
I
give
see
them
the
too
other side?
much, they won't like it too much.
ah,
So 5B 100,
100.
And here we have the same honey, H,
honey, H,
brood, B,
B,
larva, L,
L,
and oh, lots of larvae. Wow. This one's really nice.
larva.
Larvae are the little white, the little one. When the queen lays an egg, as it develops, it turns into a larva, and then they cap it. This like wow.
Wow.
Okay, so 6A, 100,
100%.
B for brood, H for
H.
honey,
Honey,
L for larva.
larva.
That one's looking absolutely magnificent. Jerry, did we find the queen? So she's a bit longer and she's completely black, no stripes,
Black.
no
Black.
yellow color.
Black.
The other side, so 6B, the same, 100,
100.
brood, B.
Also the
Be very careful not to squash any bees. Okay. Now let's have a look at the next one.
yeah, the bee is very busy.
Oh, yeah.
Every day.
Busy bees.
Busy bee. Yeah, that's right. Busy bee.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay, so this is number 7, right?
Summer, yeah, that's right.
So 100,
100.
B.
B.
Okay, so the other side,
Yeah,
100.
100.
Here we have a lot of drones, so D,
B.
yeah, B,
B.
H,
Is there bee on me?
and L.
O.
And also P, everything on this one. P, yeah. Yeah, this one's got it all.
Why don't you just go?
I don't want to keep it out too long, Carmita.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
That's cool.
B and 0.
0.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Smells awful.
Very
Are you ready, Carmita?
Yes.
very
So this frame, frame
What's in-
8 in the South Hive, is a new frame that we put in just a few days ago, less than a week, when we moved a frame from this good hive into the other hive.
Here.
And as we can see, it's completely covered in comb now, with much of the comb filled with nectar
There's
on
bee.
both sides. It's okay, Jerry. The bee will be fine. So they've done a really, really good job to add comb to this frame. We want to test for mites, and we also are going to fill up the feeder, and we're going to put a new box on top.
The bee's
So
not
the
coming out.
so the feeder is going to end up in the top box. So let's
This
pull the
thing's not
feeder
going.
out. Let's pull that feeder out and just lift it. It's actually
This is a feeder.
yeah. It gets the liquid goes in here, and these act as kind of a ladder, and the bees can climb down. They can get their feet on them, and they can go down to the level of the liquid to find something to drink. So as the liquid goes down, the bees can go farther to get it. But it's quite empty, and we filled it only a few days ago. So we're going to leave that out there. Jerry, if you can pass me one of those frames, a new frame out of that box. Just pick any one. This box, I'm going to move this one to the edge, and we'll put that one right
And that's
down
just squishing
there.
the
Not-
bees.
yeah, exactly. So very gently,
Oh, there's a bee there.
put that one in there.
There's a bee over there.
Okay,
Sad. Rest in peace.
there we go. Okay, so we're going to slide these back. Now we need to choose one that we want to do the test on. So we need to choose one, if I can see that has brood on it. Okay, so we have to make sure the queen is not there.
Which one was the queen in?
The queen.
She was on one of those.
Yeah.
But so look there and make sure she's not there.
Wait, why?
And then, Jerry, if you can give me the basket.
There you go.
Okay, so she is not there. So what we're going to do is we want to get a few bees into this basket, making 100% sure the queen is not there. So let's
So you're killing the bees.
Queen?
take a few
No, that's so much.
to there. And
Dude,
to there.
they're dying.
Take a few from the other side.
But
make
they're
sure the queen
climbing up.
is not there.
They're climbing up. That's actually a lot of bees.
How many bees do we need?
About 300.
That's so much. Oh no.
Okay, can you, Carmelita, now put that, and give me the top. Okay, put the top on.
So that's all. No. Oh no, a bee's down there.
Okay, hold, can you set that down?
Me?
Yeah, just set it on the table. And put this away. Okay, so we're going to add a second box. It's time. This box is quite full, so we're going to move 2 frames full of brood into this top, what will become the top box. So we're going to put that one in position 4, put an empty frame in between, and we'll choose another frame that has brood on it. And think over on this side. And just pop that out. There we go. We don't have brood on that one actually.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are they doing on our clothes?
So we'll move this one.
Huh?
Make sure the queen is not on it.
You need a queen better in the box.
Yeah.
Oh look, I can see Paul
It
in
won't be
here.
terrible if she was in the other box, but
Mm-hmm.
better that she stays on that one. Okay, we're gonna move this one here. Okay, can you hold on to that?
Yep.
Let's do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're gonna fill the feeder.
Wait.
Oops. You can see there's a lot that goes in there. Okay, so you can take that away. Just throw it in, put it in that pail. And now this one, if you can hold on to that for me, both of those. So this feeder. Okay, yep, sure. I'm gonna move to the side a bit. Thanks. Okay, now.
No, there's a bee there. There's 2. Oh no! There's a bee getting
Look.
squashed. Oh no!
Watch out, guys.
Yeah, you just squashed some bees.
That's unavoidable.
If you squash the queen,
No.
what will happen? What happened to this one?
Condo.
Condo, yeah, condo.
What if you put one more box?
It's too much for right now. We don't want to give them too much room. They need room to keep expanding, so that's what we've done. Too much room wouldn't be good. Now, that's it.
Get out.
Okay, excellent. Now we're getting in the way, so we're going to brush that off. Okay. Put the roof back on.
The roof.
done.
Wait,
Yeah.
why are there ants?
So we have enough bees in there.
Aw, so cute. How are you gonna see if there's mites or not?
I'm going to show you. So we have probably 200 and a bit. So I'm going to fill this up now.
What's that?
This is the alcohol and water. Up to...
Is the inside of the
How do you
Is it
know
alive?
if there's
Yeah.
mites or not?
Okay, so what we're going to do now is for 60 seconds. So what we're doing here is checking the bees for mites. So seeing if the parasite, the varroa mite, has started to appear on the bees. There almost certainly will be some. What we want to be sure at this time of the year is that there isn't not more than 1% of bees have been in contact with a varroa mite. So we've put about somewhere between 200 and 300 bees in this container. We've added a mixture that includes alcohol, rubbing alcohol and water. We've mixed that together so those bees will perish in order that we can see the mites. So what will happen through this process is the mites would fall off any bees that they would have been on in this group and fall down to the bottom, and then we can go and count them. So let's go and have a look. So all the bees are now no longer alive.
Sad.
So it's very sad. We're going to take that out and just set that down over here. And now what we want to do
I can still see some bees.
is see if there are any mites, and maybe, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to take my hood off.
Struggling over to good. Come on.
Let's see. Oh. So that might be one down there. You see that?
Nope.
yeah?
But in any event, there's not more than one.
What's this?
Do you know what a tick is?
Yeah.
Tick?
Tick is
Yeah.
But really tiny.
Yeah.
And that's, they get on the bees and they eat the bees.
So that might be one.
Yeah, but there's not more than one. There's certainly not 3 or more. So I think we don't have a mite. I'm sure we don't have a mite problem. Certainly we don't have more than one. Okay, now it's time to take a look at the second hive, the north hive. We've just finished with the south hive. We've added a second box, so that's a big step. It's grown quite quickly down below. This is the hive where we believe has become queenless. So we're going to take one more look. We have ordered a new queen, which we'll introduce in a few days, unless we get lucky and happen to find the queen today. So let's see. So let's start by taking off the roof. A lot of activity around the hive. We get my hive tool. Okay, and Jerry, let me just give this as before, just a bit of an opening. If you can give a few shots of smoke right in there. Okay, that's good. That's good. Excellent. Did you hear the noise when you did it?
Yep.
Because the bees were going down into the box. Okay, so stand back just a little bit. And we'll take the top cover away.
More.
Not much going on there, just a little bit. Okay, that's good. I think these guys are pretty calm. That's very good.
I take
Yeah.
out
65%.
65%, and then H and
Yep.
N.
my time.
Because this is one where there's probably laying eggs if the queen is there. Okay, so this is then, so that was 9, so this is going to be number 8.
Eight.
Okay,
This looks fun.
there's a lot of activity here. So,
Where do you get the idea of
Oh.
getting a bee?
I don't know. So on 8B, that's this side. Oh, there's some big drones. You see the drones in
8B?
there, Jerry? Yeah, this is
Yeah.
8B.
Yeah.
So if we can see, whoops, like there's see that guy right there? Big fat drone?
Yep. Yep.
The queen?
No, it's a drone.
Okay.
One of the males. So on this one, 8B, we have honey, H.
How many percent?
Let's call that 80%,
8%.
80. And we have honey
Honey,
and nectar, N.
nectar.
Okay, oh, this one's heavy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay,
100.
so this is
the bee?
7B.
B.
Oh, it's full of,
It's
there's lots of drones.
100.
Okay, so this is 100.
Yeah.
We have some honey, H.
Honey,
We have nectar, N.
nectar,
We have D for drones.
bee, everything.
Everything, yeah.
Uh-huh.
But no larvae, no L.
Okay.
Beep beep. There's a bee coming.
Do you find a
Can
queen?
we have some smoke, please, to settle these bees down? But I do not see queen.
I'll let the smoker away.
Okay. We've been building lots of comb out here. Okay, so this is number 5, right?
Number 5, yeah. Number 5.
Okay. So 5B, we have 100.
100.
Yeah, and we have honey. Oh, we have lots of larvae.
Uh-huh.
We have lots of larvae coming up. Okay, getting exciting.
Yep.
The bees are getting very agitated.
More smoke.
Number 4.
Number 4. Okay, a lot going on this one too. Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh, I bet the
For
queen
the
is here.
queen. 400.
Really?
So 100. Here we have honey.
There you go.
We found the queen.
Oh, okay.
The queen is alive. Long live the queen.
Okay.
Excellent.
Can I open up the next one?
Just a second.
The queen. The
Hoorah.
Yay.
Okay, come. Let's say 80%,
30%.
and it's nectar, N.
I think the title will be "We Found the Queen."
The queen every day just stay at the box.
It's
Only
very-
the outside.
What's that?
I mean queen.
She stays inside. Okay, I need to
Okay.
put this away, Kamita. Okay. It's okay. And then slowly, straight up, and try not to hit the one beside it. That's it. So this is number 3. So 3B is about 60%,
16%.
and it's nectar.
Nectar.
And then if we flip it over, the other side it's 5%.
5%.
Okay, you got it? Okay, put it slowly and straight back down, and then watch the bees on the edge so they get squished. That's it. And then open it back. That's it. Get your fingers out of the way. Check for those guys. Get your guys.
Can I open this? Can I open this one by myself?
Yep. If you need to use that, or you might, yeah. So it should be separate. So use the other end with the hook. Yeah, and then hook it like underneath, on the side, like that. Yeah, just like under here. That's it. And then if you hook it up, and then with the other hand grab it. That's it. Okay. That's it. Great. So I'm going to put another box on this one.
어? 이거 뼈 꼬시라서 저기 okay. Zero, the B, 0,
Let's see.
nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's
Then,
another side and nothing.
oh, nothing.
Okay.
Good work, Jerry.
Okay, who's in charge of the smoker?
Try the smoke. Okay.
So let's see.
I found zero thing on this one.
You found what?
I don't see
Nothing
any.
on that one?
Yep.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Alright. Let me
Okay,
get this
so
one.
let me take a look at that. So if we can take a look at the sheet and see which ones we want to move. So
the number 2 is 0, nothing.
is nothing.
This
yeah.
one's a
and that's a feeder.
Zero.
So this would be like a 0.
0.
Yeah. So
Zero.
8. So I think
To take out the
This one
feeder
is-
means you put the
we can pour that right in.
Wait, it's not full. Oh, this is very full.
Okay, you take that away. Put that back in. That's it. Now this one, some dead bees in there, so we're going to get rid of those. Do you have a place, Carmita, for these dead bees? Okay. So that's good. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put another box on top. Okay, we're going to test for mites on this hive. We tested the last hive. There weren't really any, or very few, certainly not more than 1%.
Don't put the queen here.
So yeah, the queen is a few frames over, so I think we're okay on this one. We'll just be absolutely sure.
Check
We
this
want to
way.
use the side where there's brood, so here. So we can use this side. Okay, so, whoops. Okay, so if you can pass me the basket, just the basket.
Okay.
Oops. There we go. Okay, then hold on to that. We'll get a few in here for us.
Some bees come here to die. The bees are climbing out.
Okay. We're going to put them up the top.
You have
What are you going to do with this one?
the egg hole.
Can we shake it?
Okay, we're just going to close up this hive. We took 2 frames. We're going to put a second box on this hive. It's expanded well enough for that. So I'm just reinserting the frames, removing the feeder up into the upper box. So just put a few frames back in here.
I just really like
And this is theater?
The feeder's going to go on this one. Is there smoke?
Get down, get down, get down, get down. No, wait, there's something over there. Like this.
Okay, I think that's good. That's good.
That's good.
You find a new job.
A bit more, a bit bigger circles and a little more so they have to get covered in the liquid. That's it. That's it. Okay,
Oh boy.
so
Trying to get this out.
just let the liquid
her?
drain
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. So let's see in the light. So hard to tell, huh?
So there are no mites in this one.
What is what?
What is this?
Pollen, wax, and honey.
Right. So what are you going to do with it?
Scrape it gently.
Okay, so take it, hold on to it, and try not to get it on the ground. Try to keep it so it just goes inside the box. Okay? And if you see this, see on the end? Let me take a look. It's sharp on one side. You see that?
Yeah.
So if you do it with this side, it'll be a bit easier. Okay? And do it, try to go like straight down. Straight down. That's it. That's it. Good. That's nice. So we keep it nice and clean under there. Okay. Give that to somebody. So we've completed the inspection of the hives. We had Jerry to assist us. He did a wonderful job. And so today was a bit of a milestone. Today we added the second box onto each of the hives. So the colony had grown large enough in the original box, approximately, let's say, 80% full, that they needed room to expand. We're in a period right now where there's a lot of bloom in the neighborhood, there's a lot of food available for the bees, the queen is really busy, there are new bees being born, so the population is expanding really rapidly, so they need more place to live. So putting the second box on top gives them a place to expand up into and to continue to increase the size of the colony. To support that, we took 2 good frames with brood and honey and larvae on them from the bottom box and have moved them up into the top box. So 2 centered positions with an empty frame in between. The queen is still in the bottom box, but she will move up as well, and she will start to lay eggs and, as I said, expand the size of the hive. So we should see rapid growth during these next few weeks in the total number of bees. So with that, the amount of foraging that they're doing, the amount of new bees that are being born, and eventually, a few weeks from now, we'll add the 3rd box, which will be the honey box. So 2 brood boxes, eventually to be followed by a honey box. And with that, Jerry, we are. That's your cue. Are we finished?
Yeah.
We're done.